feel the shiver climb. Oh, the clock strikes terror. Right on time. It's Friday night, mama. Friday night lives. Talking horror and drama. It's Friday night, mama. Oh, yeah, Friday night lives. Friday night lives.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lives. I'm back after almost passing away. And with me, as always, is the Master Blaster himself to my right, Stuntman Mark. How you doing, man?
Doing good. Christmas is over, so bring on the new year.
Yes, please, God, bring it on. Listen, when it comes to entertainment, I don't know how it could get much worse. So we've got to be on a steady uphill trajectory after this year. Beneath me is the man of 1,000 holds. It is Rambo Rav. How you doing, man?
Doing well. Thanks for having me once again. Hope everyone out there had a good Christmas. And of course, once again, we are witness to another ugly as fuck shirt. As Mark in the zebra.
It's a sweater. No, what that one guy called it, a jumper?
A jumper.
Zebras died make this shitty sweater.
No, Art killed the zebra. I'm just wearing it.
Another crappy Cosby. Even Cosby wouldn't wear that.
Again, he's wearing the orange jumpsuit nowadays. So
I love the fact too that it's like in the middle of it's like a zebra, and then the arms are like ladybug. Oh my God! So I'll just ask you guys. This is the Friday Night Lives after Christmas. We're literally one day out after Christmas. How was your all's Christmas?
Mine was good. Pretty much all I did was relax, which honestly was what I wanted the most, is just to relax. So I ate some Domino's pizza left over. I did get these two movies as a gifts, Long Kiss Goodnight and Outland.
Nice.
4 days, which is very nice. And let's see. Honestly, just watch movies that were on my computer for like 2 years. That just for fun. Jerked off a few times. So, had dreams of burning March sweaters. But other than that, can't complain. So I hope everyone had a safe Christmas. But I know you apparently went through a war or something leading up to Christmas. Thank you, Business Fear. I see the super chat.
Kind of like a war against myself, yeah.
Is an abomination against nature.
What about you, Mark? Right. How was yours?
Well, I had to work Christmas Eve, of course. I did have Christmas Day off, so tried to cram in as many movies as I can, Christmas movies. And yeah, ate, opened, well, I didn't really open any gifts, but my lady did at least. And yeah, it was a fun time. It's nice to have a day off. Had to go back to work today, but you know how it goes. The work never ends.
No, the torture never stops, like Blackie Lawless said.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just tell you guys, like, I don't think I've ever had a Christmas. Well, Christmas was fine. It's a lead up to the Christmases. So I'll just go ahead and tell you on the 22nd, my son started to get sick.
Mm-hmm.
And so he like started to throw up, and he was just like kind of, laying around lethargic, all that stuff. And we were like, okay, there's a stomach virus going around this place bad right now, this area. And so we were like, okay, maybe it's not that, and we'll just quarantine him upstairs, and then we'll just stay downstairs, and like, well, it'll be all right. So I guess that by the time that we had figured out like what in the hell was going on, that everybody was already like infected. So by the 23rd, dude, when I tell you that everybody in this house, like 5 different people at the same time were like thrown up. I threw up 10 times. I think I counted. Like it was like I have 30 minutes in between to like do anything, and then I'd throw up again. And it was just fucking the most miserable feeling because you get these like waves of nausea and shit in between that, and then you get hot, and then like what's coming, and then you just go in there. It was, and then what made it even worse is I'd be throwing up downstairs. I'd people throwing up upstairs, and that would make you sick. It's just like Family Guy where everybody's like throwing up on each other. Like I don't know if they're just like one's throwing up on one. Like, that's what it was like.
It's like the Scary Movie 2 opening.
Yes. And like, so that went on for a whole day. And by Christmas Eve, well, I felt some better, but like still couldn't eat anything. I still was like, just fucking nauseous the whole time. And then like we had like this we'd already scheduled to get like a ham dinner delivered and all this shit. And I was just like, God, please, Lord. Like, there's nothing worse in the world than right after, like, if you get a sunrise, like trying to eat, like something like that, or being around food. And I'm just really like on Christmas Day, I was okay. We were all okay. There was only saving grace to the whole thing is that everybody like opened their presents, yada yada yada, and nobody was sick on that day. But I think that's probably the sickest that I've ever been from anything was that. And then, okay, so I forgot this part until right now though. So Christmas Eve, a couple days ago, we what all that stuff happens and stuff, and then we leave, and my daughter had made a bunch of like hot cocoa cookies. My oldest daughter, Piper, made a bunch of hot cocoa cookies, right? And we left and we went out. We stayed out for about an hour or something. We came back. And I didn't realize this, but like she'd left them on the table. And when we came back, dogs,
Oh no.
but one of the dogs had gotten into them, pulled them off into the floor, and like they had all, or we think like they had all like eaten multiple cookies. Now, if you know anything about cocoa and dogs, like that's not a good combination of shit to have happen. So then that part of the night was spent with me, like, and Savannah basically fucking bear hugging dogs and feeding them peroxide to try to get them to throw up because it's Christmas Eve. Right? Nobody was in, like not even like
right, yeah,
the emergency people were in or anything like that that run these vet clinics and shit. And so then it was just a fucking cacophony of dogs puking, just fucking 3 dogs puking in the background in different places to try to get that chocolate up. And they're all fine. They all threw up like everything because I was able to get the peroxide in them with enough time. And that was my Christmas. That was my Christmas experience.
Jeez.
Sorry to hear that.
I got to say though, even though it was not great, it will probably go down as like the most memorable one for all the wrong reasons.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
And
god.
I don't think it'll be topped unless, like, I don't know, a nuclear bomb falls on the house or something.
I'm just, man, I mean, I know family comes first and everything, but that would have been really awful to have all the dogs pass on like Christmas. Jesus.
Dude, that's
Christ.
exactly what I was thinking. You don't understand like how frantic I was trying to get these dogs, like, because there's
could
really
imagine.
nothing else you can do, and you've got about a 2-hour window of time to do it in. Because once like it gets to a certain point, like they start to metabolize that cocoa and shit.
Yeah.
In about 2 hours from the time that they
Mhm.
eat it, time that you can like get them to throw up. So it was just like fucking, and you know, I think Louis C.K. does a skit about this too. Like, you can't get animals to understand you're trying to help them, so they're
Mhm.
trying to bite us and shit. They're fucking freaking out. You know, they don't understand why you're like got them in a headlock trying to shove, you know, something into their mouths.
Right.
Yeah, I've done it several times, although we use like, I think it was called activated charcoal or something like that.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that would, if I had anything like that, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it's really effective. They puke it right up.
It's called what?
It's like I think it's activated charcoal. It's like but it's in liquid form. It's what we use in the vet field to induce vomiting quickly with animals when they eat chocolate or whatever.
You used to be a vet? You said
I used to
you-
work with them, but not
Oh.
anymore. No. Yeah, I did that for like 6.5 years.
Wait a minute, this is killer. Uncle
That's more
Bill's
than a
Christmas.
minute.
Uncle Bill's Christmas sounds like a Lucifer Valentine.
I
movie.
thought about that. I swear it did.
It was kind of like that. Yeah. It was about that erotic too. Yeah. So somebody said like chocolate is not that poisonous to dogs. That's actually true if it's milk chocolate. If it's
Mhm.
dark chocolate or like
It's
cocoa powder,
The
you're
cocoa, yeah,
fucked. Yeah.
exactly.
So that would have been if she would have just made any like she made chocolate chip cookies or something like that would have been fine. I feel like we would have been like a lot better shape. But the fact that she actually made the shit with cocoa,
Mhm.
that's what fucked us. So then
Mm,
I was just running around like an asshole. Yeah. That all sucked. I'm not gonna lie. That was all really, really bad.
sounds like a bag of dicks.
It sucked every one of them out of a bag of dicks. I
Sorry to
do
hear-
though want to point out that I got some stuff from people that watch the show.
Oh,
I do want to mention this too and give them credit, especially. So Ryan Atkins sent over City on Fire,
Nice.
the
cool.
new one, and I was really, really happy to get that from Arrow. And then Connected, aka James and Anna, they sent over a bunch of stuff to give away, including for the 20th anniversary show, including the Fright Night documentary,
Well,
Mhm.
and the Night of the Living Dead steelbook.
Nice.
And I think we're going to give away this too because I've already got this, and I'm pretty sure CK does too. Ice Cream Man from Vinegar Syndrome.
Very
Oh, that's
cool.
going straight to Rambo.
I'll
I've
take
got-
Night of the Living Dead.
I've got this one, but like I don't know if CK is. If he doesn't, he might want it, but he might have it. The 555
The hell is that?
DVD. It's Massacre Video DVD. I think we know the guy that actually had the rights to this too. He was a fan of the show for a long time.
Is it a good movie?
No.
Get out of it.
And there's some other stuff over here too, but I just wanted to give him a shout out
Very cool.
as
That's
well.
awesome.
That'll be
So-
the 20 years of Dead Pit. You'll be doing those. Is like a drawing or
I don't know how we'll do it yet. We'll figure out something. We may have to do like the like, share, blow me, whatever that stuff is that they do.
cool.
Or we may just give it away. I have no idea.
Cool.
So we'll figure out something. But
Very cool.
that's my Christmas story.
Sorry to hear
And
that.
unfortunately, um, Christmas didn't get any better after the actual Christmas event because then I sat down to watch 3 hours of Stranger Things.
Mm,
And I think that may have been more painful than the whole fucking stomach virus thing.
Well, before you get that, we did get a super chat.
Oh yeah.
Just, but I do want to hear about the Stranger Things because I didn't see the shit.
It's just I just sat through Things. God, easily one of the most incompetent and poorly made movies and one of the worst movies I've ever witnessed.
I
It's not
told
great.
you. I reviewed it. I told you. I mean, I don't know what you expected. Something different. That's your fault.
He thought it was going to be killers.
Merry Christmas.
Eh,
Yeah, that film is. That'll be coming out of Invader Syndrome, I'm sure.
unfortunately, that might happen.
Oh,
So-
kudos real quickly the Arrow video. Mark, I'm sure you know this. They're doing Mortal Kombat.
oh
Mhm.
yeah.
I saw that.
Fucking finally. And they
Definitely
Didn't you-
saw that.
these were good. I mean, Arrow's killing it.
Didn't you mention that too on like not too long ago on a show?
Yeah, there were
Somebody
rumors,
mentioned it. Yeah.
but they confirmed it on Christmas with a post. So it is confirmed. I guess just that shitty looking new film's coming out. So let's release a good film.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if Mortal Kombat is a great film, but it's definitely like better
Fun.
than 99% of the shit that I've seen lately.
CD doesn't hold up, but it's fun. It's fun. Fun fights. I'm sure a lot better than Stranger Things season 5, volume 2, episode 666.
Well, amazingly, Mark and I both watched this.
God bless you.
It came on last night at 8 p.m.
Yep.
No one
And,
came.
and no, well, one person came out. One person came out of the closet. So I've been thinking this season, but I didn't really like think it as much as in these last 3 episodes. But like everything that they've been doing with this series really just seems like at this point, like they're trying their best to like shoehorn this story into something that doesn't really work. Like, so I don't think they had any idea that this is where any of this stuff was going to go when they started the show. And anytime anybody does that, I've noticed with a show, the end always feels like really fucking clunky. And so now it's just they went this entirely different direction with everything starting last season. And now it's just like the writers are just dumping exposition on everybody. Like every fucking new episode is just some slow ass slog of a thing to get through with just like characters just talking about all these new theories and what's happening and like what they didn't realize this happened, and there's always some new like breakthrough moment or something that's happening in each episode, and it just none of it makes any sense really with what the context of the show was. It's just that they're just trying to like end the show somehow. And it reminds me a lot of like what happened to The Walking Dead after a while. Like, so after a while, The Walking Dead just started to fucking like, you had like 15 characters and they all had subplots that were all going on at the same time during the show. And they all had like different stories that you couldn't follow and you couldn't keep up with. And now like, that's what this series has become. And
There's
it is
too many characters.
it's a fucking nightmare to watch, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
just
There was a ton of characters last season that were introduced, and I thought like, okay, well, that's like probably the limit. That's it. But then in this season, they're introducing more characters, and I'm like, you only have 8 episodes to wrap up this whole thing. It's never gonna work, and that's like you were mentioning. Like it feels so crammed. Like it feels rushed. Like they didn't really have this idea in the beginning, which is more than likely the case given the fact that they had so many delays due to COVID for season 4. Not only that, the ages of all the kids, I mean, they're all adults at this point. So clearly they had to pivot a lot due to unforeseen circumstances. Had they kept going year to year, I think it would be very different. But you know, we are where we are, and yeah, Volume 2 has been very mediocre at best. Like it's, I don't want to spoil it, but the giant revelation, which you know what I'm talking about, Uncle Bill, with the upside down.
Mm-hmm.
It's gay.
No, but damn it, Rambo.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Oh fuck.
I thought like that's such a big revelation. Like, wouldn't that be better suited if you maybe introduced that at the beginning of the season instead of the very end of the season? Like, so you maybe give things like there's more gravitas to what's going on. Also, it feels so safe. Everybody's wearing plot armor. So it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, it's just this last episode, which I think comes out on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, one of the two.
It's
It
New
better
Year's
blow
Eve.
me away.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be the greatest thing ever for them to redeem this season.
I
Because
No, I don't
Volume
see
1,
it.
I don't either, but Volume 1 ended on a better note than Volume 2 for sure.
Oh
that
yeah.
that fourth episode was pretty good. But I don't know if they could save it. I don't know how they could turn it around with one episode. Probably
There is so much shit wrong with that show right now, though, that like it's impossible for me to tell you everything that's wrong with it. Like every single thing that I could think of that's going on that is not doesn't even make sense a lot of times. But the biggest issue with it to me is the writing, and what it's gotten to now is that like every episode, at least multiple 2 or 3 characters will have like a big exposition dump right on your fucking head about like all this new stuff that they found out that just adds just really nothing to anything. It's just more and more confusing, and they're just winding. It's clear that they like are just trying to wind this show down and make it fit in something, and it's just not meant to be, not meant to be like done this way.
Sounds like they should do it faster.
Yes, it would honestly, like all these episodes too are like an hour and 30 minutes or something, and they should be like 45 minutes. They could cut out like
That's my problem with season 2 or 3. Like every episode was like 90 minutes long. I'm like, fuck this show. I
and then I think
bailed. I said, fuck
the
this.
last one's like 2 hours long. But then the other thing that happened that everybody talked about was the Will character, Noah Schnapp, who is actually gay in real life, came out as gay in the show. By the way, at the worst possible fucking time that could ever happen. And I was sitting there watching this, and me and Savannah were both like watching it. We're just both kind of like, why the fuck would you decide to do I mean, I know what the little stupid like subplot was that like, Vecna could use it against him or something. It's like,
Yeah.
it's the end of the fucking, like, what you worried about happening? Like, so, but just that he stops in the middle of all this stuff and they're trying to get ready for this like battle where they go, in this like what's basically a black hole and it sucks them up into this other realm. The fact that you would stop in the middle of that and have a 10-minute long monologue where you're just like, I don't like girls.
Is that how he said it?
I swear to God, it's basically how he said it. And
That's the bad guy.
let me tell you something. If I was any of them, if it was a real show, like if this was based in any kind of reality at this point, then all them kids would have been like, cool, shut the fuck up. We got stuff to do. Like, we're going to die, you dumbass. Like, we don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I was waiting for somebody to say, "Is that it? All right, let's go kick some ass." Or something. I was waiting for like that moment, like you were just saying, like, but that just didn't happen. And I'm like, shouldn't everybody have guessed that by now? Like, the audience knows from last season that he already was. So it's why the big overly long reveal. I don't know. They hyped that moment up for no reason. It was weird.
I don't like women, Mark.
You ever seen
I'm-
Don't Be a Menace to South Central?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
guy's like, I'll suck your dick. He just says that to the bad guy. Defeats him that way. Show ends on a BJ.
I just the
That'd be
fucking-
a talker that's cooler.
they made it like such a bigger deal than it ever needed to be.
Yeah.
And I think by doing that, they made it even more ridiculous too. Like it's just like they made it a Hollywood thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like
Mhm.
they're clearly trying to like comment on, and that's okay. And it's like nobody gives a shit. And nobody should. Like
Yeah.
in
Right.
the middle of all that stuff. I'm just trying to watch a show, man. I don't need a 10-minute monologue on that shit, and nobody else does either. It's real fucking preachy and stupid. Yeah, if God damn Mayor, if that spoils anything for you, like then you must have a fucking head injury or something. Because like you should definitely know that by now.
So what's the upside down world? You see there's a twist?
Oh, we won't spoil it for the mayor.
That actually might be worth keeping. I
It's-
guess. I mean,
Like an orgy.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting.
The orgy?
That reveal, but like I said, they did it so late into the season. It's like,
Mhm.
does it really matter now? I started doubling back on the idea, like, wow, cool, but why the fuck in the second to last episode?
and then everybody was like talking about this person's gonna fucking die and that person's gonna die, and nothing happened. Here's a spoiler for you. Nothing happened in that fucking shit. You watch
They
three
had to die
episodes.
in the last episode.
You watch 3 episodes of that, and you're just like, "What the nothing?"
Mm-hmm.
Maybe half of them will die in the last episode.
You know what the greatest thing would be though, really, is if just like they took out all them kids in the last. That'd be the best thing that could happen to that show at this point. Is if just at the end, the last episode, like fucking army came in and just mowed everyone of the original 4 kids down.
Sounds great.
And that's how it ends. Because at this point, fuck it. I mean, you backed yourself into a corner of ridiculousness. So
Yeah.
Just dumb.
it really did go like a really fucking horrible direction. Like I mean, they had last season was actually really good.
Season 4?
Or season 4, yeah.
I thought so too. I thought that was the best season.
And they had a really good
I'll skip it.
well, trust me, it's like 1,000% better than this season. They had a really good opportunity to just fucking like end that show in amazing fact. And it seems like that they took the Dexter and like, approach of just like, we're just going to fuck this up beyond repair now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's very rare for a show to have a good ending.
You know what's funny is that I'm looking at the running time for the episodes. Episode 7 was 1 hour and 6 minutes. So it just felt longer. I think a lot of the episodes feel like that.
There's literally 2 scenes in that I have to be at least 20 goddamn minutes long.
Mhm.
The wheel scene, and then the scene where this just blew my mind too. So Max is like in the upside down, and let's just say like she's getting ready to attempt to leave the upside down, and so she's having this conversation with another one of the characters, and it goes on. It had to go on for 10 minutes, Mark, because I was sitting there and I was like,
very bizarre, and the timing of it was so weird. I'm like, this is what you guys have wanted all this time, especially Max's character. I'm like, why is this taking so long? It was very weird.
yeah,
Very weird.
And it goes on for so long. And the whole point of this, by the way, is that just about 20 minutes earlier in the episode, they tried to get out, and then like Vecna came and like blocked the doorway. And so you're like, hurry up and get the fuck out. And she sits there and does this monologue while this portal is open that they've been trying to get out of the whole fucking episode. And it's like 10-15 minute monologue. And I just wanted to like fucking jump out the window. I just could not believe, like, there's no
Right on.
reason for that. This is fucking bad writing. It's just bad storytelling and editing and just everything about it. I just can't stand it. I really can't. There's not much about this season I can say that I like. I think dipshit Derek might be the only
that character is funny.
fucking saving grace.
Yeah.
Oh. But anyway, Rambo, do not watch this show. Don't attempt to watch it. You'll be fine. Somebody will request you to watch it now.
That's
That's the
true.
only way I would see it.
You'll be tortured by that, and you'll have to live through it like we did.
Someone said I saw season 4, but if I did, I don't remember it.
That probably says a lot. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite episode of this season? Since you feel it's kind of lackluster, is there any episode that stands out
Yeah.
to you?
I mean, what was it? What were you going to say, Rambo?
It's sure the first one. I don't know. I didn't know he was asking you or me.
I don't think he'd be asking you.
Yeah, I know.
It's fucking saying it. Yeah, the one where and if people haven't seen this, then you probably need to. I mean, it's been a month or however long it's been, but the one where Will finds out that he has the actual powers and things like that, that might be the one episode where I was like, all right, that at least is something, right? But
Yeah.
then it goes nowhere. It goes
Say,
fucking nowhere for the next
The
3
one-
episodes.
the one where he fights the gayness.
He
Oh, yeah.
finds that too. He finds the power of the
It's like Mark Sweater.
Jesus Christ. He goes back with the
Okay.
sweater.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 3 and 4 were probably the best ones. That 4 was the episode you were just talking about, and episode 3 where they set that big trap in that house for the Demogorgon. That was pretty cool. That was the Darabont episode. That one wasn't bad. So yeah, 2 episodes out of the whole season I really enjoyed.
Great.
there you go.
What a great
I don't
use
think
of-
I don't think I have 2. I think I have 1.
That's too bad.
Well, that's super chat. Psycho Hobo says, imagine seeing a trailer to an epic, crazy action film. You go to the theaters to watch it only to witness a man on the toilet shitting for 2 hours. Is that
Oh.
like, yeah.
Sound like Steven Seagal. Yeah, you know what? That might as well be Halloween, that last Halloween film. There's another super chat before that. From Pork Chop. Yeah, Steven Seagal is making a comeback, so look forward to you seeing that, Mark.
I'm looking forward to
Oh,
the
yeah.
reviews. The last 2 episodes of Alien Earth. Did not send in a request for you to
Oh, sure, I
review.
look forward to that. I love that show. Thank you.
They
I
got
love
sarcasm. A little bit of sarcasm there.
Like how you feel about Stranger Things is how I feel, but worse on Alien Earth.
Mm,
It's a horrendous shit,
it's a shitter.
man.
Uh,
Worst show I've seen in a long time.
so, other than that, what the hell else has been going on before we get into this? Like, has there been anything else?
Mm,
You mentioned
sure.
Arrow released Mortal Kombat, or they said they were going to release Mortal Kombat. That was the big.
Well, I didn't know him, but I know he worked with Sean Clark or Adam the Woo. He passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know him, but I know there's a lot of people, maybe some people in the chat who knew him. So rest in peace to him. Very sad. I think it was the day before Christmas or so. Just found on the bed. dead, and just it's too bad. But wanted to wish best to his family, his friends, and his fans. I know, like, he did videos with Sean Clark. I think Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and I think a few videos they did. So rest in peace to him.
Yeah, I'd never heard of him, but apparently he was really well known by a lot of different people. I know Wet Movie knew him, and Sean Clark knew him, and a lot of people that we run in the same circles with knew of him. That's always sad too. Guy was young; he's like something 51, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for James Ransone. That was really, really shocking to see that he committed suicide. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
rest
that's
in
the
peace to him.
cause. Okay.
Yeah. He's been in several films, a lot of Scott Derrickson stuff, Black Phone, Sinister. Probably most well known for his role in the amazing show, The Wire. But yeah, that was really unfortunate. He works steadily. So it's like you think about some of these actors that have pitfalls in their career and everything. And I look at his filmography and it's like he just kept knocking it out, working with really great actors and great directors. And you just don't know what some people are going through on the inside. Regardless of how great his career was, he had something going on, apparently. So, yeah. Rest in peace to him.
And I saw what you showed me on the Discord, the James Cameron and Michael Bean.
Oh yeah. So finally,
Right.
that's like a confirmation of kind of what you were already saying. Which, I mean, for those people that don't know, Michael Bean has a podcast, and he just recently got James Cameron on there, and it just comes up in conversation. I don't think he even like really wanted to talk about it or anything, but it just kind of comes up where he asked him like what he thought about them killing off Newt in Alien 3, and he just goes into this fucking kind of like diatribe about them killing off all the main characters. He's like, and he's right too. I mean, he's 100% right. Like you build a whole movie around like getting to know all these characters, and then the next movie just kills them all in the first, really kills them all off frame. And just, you start off with that being the beginning of the movie that they're all dead. And how stupid that was, and how much that like hurt that movie. And honestly, I think about David Fincher and the stuff that he does, and I could completely see him like thinking that, okay, that's a good idea. Like we're going to go dark and they're going to make this, something else completely different than what it was before. And unfortunately, that's the wrong call for that series.
Well, James Cameron, he's full of shit anyway. Because he did the same thing with Terminator Dark Fate by killing John Connor. The stupid fucking thing to do.
Well,
from
what he said, he wasn't happy with that, but he stepped back because it wasn't his movie to make. He did that interview
for a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, his name's on it as producer. If you're not going to shit on the movie you're paying to put out, like
you tell me that before, like that has to be early on in the script.
But
I can't imagine James Cameron not having the power to say "fuck that."
Yeah, he said he wanted to veto the whole decision, but he wanted to leave it up to Miller to do it because
he's always full of shit. Though it's like when AVP came out, he loved it. Then 5 minutes later, he hated it. Then Terminator Genesis was great. Then 5 minutes later, it's awful. He's so flip floppy, full of shit. I cannot believe him, even if his tongue was notarized. He is full of shit. Jimmy Tammy. He's always full of shit.
Yeah, I think he reminds me. He reminds me a lot of John Carpenter, though, just in general about the way that his demeanor and everything reminds me a lot of him. And I think they're both kind of up their own asses. But he is right about Alien 3. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and I guess we can get started with the best and the worst of 2025. I wish I had like a little graphic to play right now, but unfortunately we don't. So we, you know, just kind of picking out like film wise, like what are some of the best films, what are some of the worst films, horror and non-horror. Also like physical media stuff, physical media releases, what are the best or worst physical media companies, things like that. Um, so I guess we'll start with horror films. And this was more difficult than I actually thought it was going to be for me to come up with like best and worst because everything seemed to me to be like mostly very average
I,
this year.
I agree 100%. That's the same problem I had. Everything was like very average or mediocre or just okay. I
Yeah,
wasn't
so I
really
was like
wowed by anything.
a lot of stuff. Like I went and saw a lot of stuff in the theaters. I noticed from going through this list, but it was like nothing really stuck with me, and I didn't really like just fucking. Well, there's a couple I really just truly hated, but like nothing that with a vengeance kind of hate. And nothing I really loved where it was like, oh, this is like,
Oh, that's okay. I got a lot that I really hated.
yeah. Well, you know, the one I'll go ahead and bring this one up then. The one that everybody fucking creamed their jeans about was Weapons. And I saw Weapons in the theater, and I really struggle still to this day to figure out what is it about that movie that makes it so fucking, you know, mind blowing or anything like that. Was the Gladys character good?
No.
I mean, she's okay, but like, there's nothing about that performance or that movie where I was just like, fucking holy shit. You know,
It was dog shit.
I won't disagree with Rambo, but there's so much shit wrong with that film.
and when I
Ugh.
looked at it, I was like, where would I put this? Would I put it in like the best or the worst? I don't even know really. Still to this day, like, it's just an okay movie that I think was really overhyped.
Mhm.
So much of that movie just doesn't make sense. Like the witch, guess that's what it is. She doesn't make sense. She does all the stupid things. Like she gets the lady's hair, the lead girl's hair, right? She do anything she wants. She do spells, make her jump off a bridge, hunt by her hair. What would you walk to a fucking lawnmower, whatever you should do to control her?
Mhm.
Nah, I'm gonna have this fat Asian guy run a marathon like Carl Lewis to try
That's
to
what you
chase her
do.
down through a gas station for some reason.
That's what you do, Rambo. You fucking send fat Asian guys after your enemies. You don't
You
know
ever
it?
heard the term low profile?
No.
What the
I
fuck?
know.
Like, why? Like, you have her hair, you can control people. Why you just control her to walk off into a fucking car? Why you gotta
There was
control
a-
that Asian guy to run down the road?
There's a lot of shit in that movie that didn't really fit with the. And see, that's one of the biggest problems with movies like that, right? Like, it has to make sense in the context of the movie. It doesn't have to make sense, you know, completely, but it has to make sense in its own rules.
Exactly.
And a lot of that movie didn't make sense even to the rules of the movie. And that's just writing, man. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Why did Brolin dream of a gun in the air, in the clouds? Like he looked up and there's like a big gun, and a movie with no guns.
Columbine. I don't fucking know. I'm sure they're trying to make some sort of point.
Yeah.
He's a new master of horror.
He was praying to Alec Baldwin. I don't know.
It's God, there's so much wrong with that film. I could go on like for hours and hours about how many things are just stupid and ridiculous. And the whole mystery of the movie being about where the kids are when all you had to do was take a couple of dogs like they do in real life to sniff out the tracks of the kids, and you would find out that they just went right across the street. That's it. They're across the street. That's the reveal. Like, I failed to see what's so great about the film. All the praise, I don't understand it. I don't I don't get the hype at all. Very mediocre. Characters make nothing but dumb decisions. That's like the guy running around with the fucking needle in his pocket, because everybody does that. We all run around with hypodermic needles in our pocket
You don't.
that purposely stand straight up. So when the cop sticks their hand in their pocket, they get poked. And that leads to nothing. Like so many other scenes in the fucking movie.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
At least them be mad, Mark. Got you mad.
Yeah. That's like the witch. What did she make the parents like stab themselves in the face? But the FBI agents come to the house and they don't see stab wounds in the faces of the parents.
No,
It's
no,
just
no.
like- The fuck? Oh man. Horrible.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
No, I can't disagree with anything he says.
you want to hide all the kids in a house, so to make the house look inconspicuous, you put newspaper up against the window, and not
Does
just
everybody do
close the curtains. They had curtains hanging at the window, but they put newspaper in it, and they leave a
Yeah.
small hole so that the main character can walk up and look inside and figure out what's going on.
Nobody
Yeah,
thinks
that's
that
really
that's
smart.
Yeah.
Why
Odd or
didn't you
anything.
get like a car and
Yeah.
take the kids and take them somewhere instead of leaving them in the same town for however many days, weeks, months? Take them to a cabin in the woods or something. Take a fucking bus. Buy a bus. I don't know.
So that movie was pretty overrated. I think we could all here agree on that. I know there's a lot of people that liked it.
That's cool.
God bless you.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'll tell you one I did like though, and I didn't realize it came out this year because it came out at the very beginning of the year, I think. So this is on my best list, was Hard Eyes.
Yep.
And this is another one that's going to be incredibly divisive for people because it's not a straight up horror film, and some people will find it to be either silly or whatever, or I don't know what people's deal is really.
It was fun.
It was, and it really had a unique take on that. And I think I've said this like a million times on here on horror films, which was that it wasn't really a horror film. It was a romantic comedy with like a backdrop being like a horror film. And they went through all the beats, showed you all of the stereotypical stuff that would happen in a romantic comedy, but also showed you all the stereotypical shit that would happen and made fun of like horror films as well. Is pretty close to getting like a horror comedy right as you could possibly get nowadays, I think.
Yeah, the two leads were good. They had good chemistry. Thought their dialogue was a bit charming. When the kills were there, it was fine with me. I don't mind the look of the killer. Some of the action, like in the police station, Devon Sawa gets hit in the nuts. I don't mind that either. It's I think a knife to the nuts or something. That's all good. And Casper got killed in the nuts. So yeah, it's fun. It was fun. It was fast paced. I grew to like the characters, and I mean, I like slashers. I'm probably not as big. I mean, I like them, but I like them more if there's characters I actually give a shit about. And I like the two leads, so that helped a lot.
Yep.
Unlike the new Scream films, and I know what you did last summer, and which is funny. One of the actors was in that, but he did a better job in this.
Yeah, I also had I Know What You Did Last Summer in my worst list.
That's
just
in
a
mine.
fucking waste of time
Good God.
and life and resources.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what else. You guys didn't like this movie. I think I'm on the fence with this movie. Sinners was the other one where most people fucking crap their pants and shit and did backflips into it.
I mean, it's not on my 10 worst. It's not on my 10 worst. It's not. 'Cause
I
I've seen
didn't
a
hate
lot
it.
worse, but
I think Rambo did, but I didn't hate it.
I didn't like it. That was overrated. A lot of fucking dancing.
There was a lot of dancing in it.
For a vampire film, not much happened vampire wise. Like half the movie they're dancing, then vampire wise, I mean, hell, more happened in Salem's Lot, more happened from Dusk Till Dawn, which is pretty much is a rip off. I mean, I've seen dozens and dozens of vampire films and a lot more. I mean, there's not much horror in it for a horror film.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a really shitty horror film with some bad CG at the end, like the fire, and I didn't give a shit about the film. The best part was the stuff that was about the vampires, when he kills the white supremacists at the end with the Tommy gun. That was like my favorite part of a vampire movie, is the stuff without the vampires. The vampire stuff sucked. I thought the villains were lame and boring and laughable. They weren't intimidating. They weren't scary. There's nothing scary or suspenseful in the film for a horror movie. I don't remember much gore. There might have been some blood, but not a ton of gore. So I don't get what was so great about it.
Well, listen, Rambo, people really fucking jizzed their pants about it. They're creaming their jeans over this movie. Everybody, you can't come on here and tell all these people that they're wrong.
They're not wrong. It's just difference of opinion. You like the film is not against the law. I don't have to like it though.
You didn't like
Yeah, you
having
do.
two Michael
Yeah, you
B.
fucking
Jordans?
do.
Come on,
You
Rambo.
have to like everything everybody else
I don't
likes,
hate
right?
Michael B. Jordan, but I mean,
Rambo hates dancing.
for a
He's-
film that's like a vampire movie, it's a really lame vampire film.
So would you rather the whole film had been that? Like
This is
with the
great.
white supremacist stuff? Like, would you rather like they had...
It might as well.
Okay.
It might as well
You-
because the horror was lacking in that movie, in my opinion.
Hmm.
I don't see what's so great about the horror aspect of that film. The vampire, the characters, were they memorable? The vampires, the characters, the villains, not to me.
It just struck me as like again, like a fair enough, decent movie. I don't like or really follow Michael B. Jordan. You know what I mean? Like he's not somebody I would seek out any movie he was in, really. It was just okay. Like I didn't fucking hate it, and I just was not blown away by it at all.
Yeah.
The shit with the blues stuff was probably my favorite part of that movie, just because I enjoy guitar and stuff like that. So when
Yeah.
the ending of the film and all that, I thought was really cool.
It wasn't weird. Like they're going to like the future, like people from the future start playing music for some reason. Like they have all these time periods playing music at the same
Yeah.
time, and people from the
Oh
future,
yeah.
the 80s are playing music. I'm like, what the fuck is this going on? Yeah, it's a fucking Crossroads was a better movie.
Crossroads versus vampires. Yeah. Fair enough. Ryan Coogler. What are y'all's thoughts about Ryan Coogler just in general? His films.
He sucks.
Rambo, I need you to
Well, the
I need
first
you to say
Creed,
one nice thing about Ryan Coogler.
the first Creed was crap. Black Panther was crap.
Uh-huh.
It's like a crappy version of the Lion King. Tree was like a shitty version of multiple Rocky films just jammed together. What else has he done? Sinners?
Fruitvale
Yep.
Station was his first one, I think, in
I didn't
2013.
see that.
Okay.
Yeah, the same Creed was crap. That was my nice thing. That was the one nice thing. Fuck Ryan Coogler.
Damn it.
Black Panther was so fucking overrated. That's a Best Picture nominee movie. Black fucking Panther. Really,
Yeah.
Mark?
Why are you asking
say
Mark?
yes.
They say it was made for you.
Apparently,
Did
yeah,
they?
because we
Yeah,
all know I'm
They
from
said it was made
Wakanda.
for you.
Mark's like Wakanda forever, motherfucker.
Oh man.
Oh, let's see. We got a super
Supposedly.
chat. Hold on. I don't give a fuck about 95% of the movies in 2025. I only like The Day the Earth Blew Up, Maybe Nobody 2, and the Toxic Avengers remake. Sue me. Okay. I shall
I
not
didn't see that
sue you.
remake.
All right. So let's talk about something that I actually like think was probably my favorite film. If I had to pick a favorite horror film, I guess it's a horror film, so I'll just classify it as that, but like it fits a bunch of different genres, I guess. The one that I thought was the best overall was Companion.
Ah, yes.
Liked it.
That would be the one that I would pick.
Yeah.
I thought, oh Jesus Christ, I have to look up her name again. Sophie Thatcher,
Yeah.
Mhm.
great in it. Jack Quaid, I don't really like him that much, but like he was fine as an asshole in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I love the idea of the movie and how they did like the AI shit in it. It was completely different than any other movie like that, including Megan 2, which would have been like on my worst list. Also for 2025, like it's like the opposite of that movie in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I would have picked Companion probably for this year.
Yeah, that film definitely, when it first started, it didn't go the way that I thought it would. And by the end, I was pleasantly surprised, not only just by the narrative, but some of the performances, like you mentioned. Sophie was surprisingly really good. That's a film that I could easily rewatch again and just enjoy it just as much as I did the first time. Hopefully it does not get a sequel or anything, 'cause I don't think it really needs it. They kind of said everything that they needed to say, and it did everything it needed to do with that first movie. So that's a great pick. It would definitely be in like a top 10 horror films of the year to me.
So what are your guys' picks? Like, I mean, give us a couple at least.
I'll go Rambo, and then you could go. There's one Rambo that I know me and you have both seen, and we both talked about.
Sure.
But I'll let you talk about that one, because I don't think either of you have seen the one that I'm going to bring up right now, which is a Norwegian horror drama called The Ugly Stepsister. Has anybody
Heard
seen it?
everybody in the world talk about this fucking movie, but I haven't seen it.
Okay.
So Amber Heard.
Oh.
Sure.
It's a directorial debut from a lady. Her name is Emily Blichfeld. She's Norwegian, so forgive me for the mispronunciation. But it's basically retelling the story of Cinderella, but doing it from the sister's point of view and adding in it a satirical body horror aspect that you don't really get the gist of until about 30 minutes in. Very much a slow burn, but everything about the movie, performances, even the most minor performance from any side character, was really good. The cinematography is outstanding. The locations that they're on, which are all real, looked fantastic. It is subtitled. I know that's a deal breaker for some, but if you bear with it and make it through to the end of the film, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, because I kept racking my brain, like, how are they going to make this work? Like, everybody knows the story of Cinderella. Like, what's really going to be different or special here? But man, it's really, really good. But Yubi, you said you heard somebody talk about it.
Well, yeah, like on the Discords and also just in general, like on different things that I, Instagram, things like that. I hear a lot of people say it's like the best film, and a lot of people say it's like the worst film ever. And like, just there seems to be like a lot of back and forth about it, but it's gotten we've gotten a lot of press in the horror film community lately. I'll say that.
Mhm. Yeah, it just surprised me because, like I said, it's not something that I would ever really have been interested in. Because again, it's Cinderella.
Yeah.
But told this way, it works. I love all the practical effects that they have in it. They're really, really effective. I've seen a lot of people that don't seem to like it as much as I do have been comparing it to The Substance, which, while I can see some parallel things in it that would remind you of it, this is way more real world friendly. Like by the time you get to the end of The Substance and what that character, the lead character, becomes, it's like, well, that couldn't really happen. You'd have to suspend disbelief. But for the context of the story, it works. In this film, all of this could actually happen. It is very graphic, very violent towards the end for sure, more so the end than the beginning. And there's a lot of graphic nudity that I did not expect. So those of you that like that kind of thing, you get plenty of that in this movie.
Graphic nudity, huh?
I was like, is this still the same movie? When some of those scenes popped up, I'm like, oh my God, like they're really showing all that. Okay. So yeah, let's just say you get to see Cinderella like in a different way than you've ever seen her before.
Titties.
And they do reference her as that character in the movie, but they just call it that. Her actual name is like Agnes or something, but
Agnes.
yeah,
Yeah.
The lead girl that you follow, the ugly stepsister, her name's I think Elvira, and then the other sister is Rebecca. So it's about the three of them, but mainly the one, Elvira. Very interesting movie.
Hell yeah, boy. What else you got, Mark?
The only other one that I was really wowed by was the one I wasn't gonna let Rambo talk about, but it's Strange Harvest. And
yeah.
very, very unique.
I got Dark Harvest over here. I don't think that's the same thing.
No.
You team Dark Harvest.
Anybody want Dark Harvest? Because goddamn it, I'll give it to you. Jesus.
Yeah, this is a film that follows a serial killer that is into, I guess this, you call it what, Remo, like the supernatural? It'd be considered a mockumentary?
Yeah, it's done in the style like a true crime documentary like you would see on Netflix. Yeah. So it's a mockumentary on that style where it takes place in California, and this killer was missing for 20 years and has started back his killings again. And so these two detectives, sometimes they're interviewed, sometimes they're on the case, while they keep seeing these cryptic clues all around to establish who the killer is, what his master plan is. And it deals with a little bit of kind of an H.P. Lovecraft feel, a little bit of Celestial feel, without giving it away. There's some good practical gore, like there's a playground, whatever, and the body's like cut all the way open, and I don't want to give it too much away, but it was a well acted, more or less believable, like in the style they're doing. I didn't like those true crime stuff you would see on Netflix done in that style. One of the directors, he was part of the Vicious Brothers. They did the first Grave Encounters. And this is him doing something on his own. And I actually like this more than that, because I wasn't big on Grave Encounters. It had its moments. This, though, if you like movies that delve into mystery and serial killers, it has some interesting ways of killing. Like the first bit is a family being found tied to a table, and the killer, you find out he measured the blood to see how much blood they would drip. And they even had like a little line, I believe, like this amount. Like he the way he plans stuff, very particular.
Some of the other murders are pretty gruesome as well.
I think there's someone in a swimming pool, and it's
the pool one was crazy.
Yeah, I won't reveal what he put into the pool, but And again, they delve into the science and try to investigate these crimes. But it's very interesting. Again, very interesting story.
And I mean, it kind of takes a little bit of a slasher element on, like maybe like halfway through, because instead of them just investigating murders and people that have already been killed, they get to a certain point in the movie where they find some of the murders on like cameras and stuff. You remember that part?
Yeah.
So you do get to see some actual murders happen. And then at some point, he does don a mask, I believe. So the killer does wear a mask. But it's just not the straight up slasher style that people are probably familiar with and used to. It's done very differently. The ending was pretty satisfying too. And yeah, it's very different type of film from anything else that came out this year. Some good atmosphere too.
Yeah, it's a very cool mask that he does wear. Again, underrated film and went under the radar. Not many people talked about it, but I thought it was a nice little gem that came out this year. It'll say Wikipedia 2024 just because it was in a couple of festivals, but the way people could actually see it was 2025. So that would be probably my top 3.
Same.
That'd be my favorite horror film this year.
Me too.
Nice little solid flick.
Yeah.
What do you got, Rambo? Other than
Strange
that one?
Harvest.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll name a couple. One's an action film with Josh Hartnett called Fight or Flight. Fun movie that mostly went to streaming. It has the vibe, the energy of Bullet Train, but it takes place on a plane. There's a bunch of hitmen all on one plane. Josh Hartnett is the guy hired to find this person on the plane, and then action and excitement and that sense of humor. Again, if you like Bullet Train, if you like that type of vibe and energy, Fight or Flight has a similar vibe. Again, it just takes place on a plane. And I like Josh Hartnett. I thought he did a really good job. Very fun character. When he said in an interview that one of his inspirations was Bruce Willis in The Last Boy Scout, thought that was cool. So I thought it was actually one of the better characters he played. So Fight or Flight, that's a fun one. One I saw recently, I'll actually have a review of this up tomorrow or the other day, would definitely make my top 5, and that was The Long Walk.
Surprisingly really good.
I really, really enjoyed that. Other than Mark Hamill, he's a shitty actor. He was a shitty actor in that movie.
Damn.
Just he's like trying to talk like if Harrison Ford was really gruff, loud, and campy. Hello, boys, let's go. It's like a very serious, sincere, emotional movie, and then his campy, over-the-top performance. All right, guys.
What was up with his voice in that? It's like he smoked like 50 packs of cigarettes before each take.
It's got like 8 dicks. He was horrible in that fucking movie. But the movie itself, I was always curious about the story because I knew about The Longest Time. It took forever to be adapted. It's a cool, simple premise. 50 kids throughout the country voluntarily go for this marathon, pretty much, to walk. You have a certain speed you have to keep up. And if you go under, they give you 3 warnings. After the 3rd warning, they'll shoot you. You also can't go off the path or they'll shoot you. It's an economic struggle, so a lot of people will do it for their families. You get one wish and you get pretty much all the money that you can or want or need. And when you get the kids, most of the film is just with them on this walk, and it may sound very boring, but the characters are very well done, well defined. The acting is very solid. I was very surprised by it because me and you, Mark, we make fun of him for Alan Romulus as the android, but he
David
did a
Johnson.
180. He was very good, very solid in this. So was the lead guy. And the dialogue reminded me of Stand By Me in terms of like that camaraderie, and you really get to know and like these characters. And there's some brutal parts in that movie. There's some good emotional gut punches that really made me feel quite emotional watching it. I didn't expect it.
Yeah, so much so that I don't know how often I'd really go back to it just because it is kind of depressing. I mean, you start to like these characters, and then when they start dying, it's just like, oh, fuck. You kind of feel as bad as the other people that are still alive doing the walk do. So, in that regard, it is very, very, very effective.
Yeah, and I won't spoil the ending, but there's quite a few little gut punches. Did you see yourself as the characters, what you would do in the situation? I mean, there are some funny moments. They were explaining the whole how do you go to the bathroom, all this other stuff. So but yeah, I was surprised on how well done it was. I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect much. I didn't. Mark Hamill was terrible, but the rest of the actors, the characters, the dialogue. You have like one kid is more of like a foul mouth guy. A lot of his cursing, a lot of his dialogue is pretty funny. You have one who's like the asshole, but then he kind of becomes a bit likable, kind of. If you know what I'm talking about, certain things that happen, I won't give away. But it's a brutal movie. It's a brutal movie, and I appreciate the emotional ride it took me because not a lot of films this year did that. So, and yeah, that definitely be on my list. I really did enjoy The Long Walk.
Did you feel like the last like minute or two was a little bit abrupt? It was for me. I mean, I don't know what you thought about it. Like, I was thinking.
I don't know how to answer that without giving it away.
Okay. Well,
I mean, there is an alternate ending where
okay.
there's text. There's I'll put it that way. I mean, the ending is definitely, without giving away, there's definitely different ways you to look at it. I'll put it that way. Depending on how cynical or how optimistic you are, I guess.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I did like that one.
Actually,
yeah,
saw that movie in the theater, and I completely agree with you about Mark Hamill. I don't know what the fuck he was doing in that movie, or he didn't fit in that movie really, and that performance was very odd. But also, the ending was the part that took me out of the movie. Like, I liked it up until the ending, and then I was like, "What the?" It just seemed like something they just, like the Stranger Things fucking writing team wrote it or something. Like, and just that, to tie everything up really, really quickly or something. I don't know, but like that part, I did like the characters. I thought the actors were great. I agree with all that. I just hated the fucking ending. The passion.
I'd be curious about that. Yeah, can't spoil it, but I'd be curious to hear more about that.
The Long Walk is another book that I thought would have made a good movie. I'm glad they took a chance on it. Though I think he meant though I still haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. But yeah, I did quite like it. I mean, the alternate ending is not that different. It's teeny different, so it probably wouldn't change your thoughts on it. But yeah. And then another drama I did like was Magazine Dreams. I thought that was a fairly well acted.
Jonathan Majors was solid.
Yeah. Pretty much a taxi driver vibe, but in the world of weightlifting and bodybuilding, I should say. Yeah. Performance wise, I mean, I would probably say he's my favorite performance of the year. But yeah, that was very good. Another one I want to give credit to is Caught Stealing. Thought that was a very good throwback to an older type of film. Austin Butler, I thought, did a really good job as the lead. It's definitely a movie that has kind of a retro, not 80s like fun vibe, but like more of a low key, I don't know, maybe late 70s vibe. Like it, I don't want to give too much of that away, but Caught Stealing was a pretty good one as well. But my favorite of the year, this is the best movie of the year, and we all know this is true.
I know what you're going to say. Listen, I swear to God, and I'm not being sarcastic. That's actually the movie that I put on here. That I did not. Let me put it to you this way: I got more enjoyment out of that film than any other film that I've seen in the past year.
Is it
I think-
Popeye the Slayer Man or Screamboat?
I mean,
War of the
one
Worlds.
one day, Mark, that movie will be mentioned in the same breath as like fucking Plan 9 from Outer Space and The
Silent
Room
Night
and Troll
2.
2. Yeah. Dude. Movie's fucking amazing.
It's a movie where your big finale is a radio, like, what was it? The POV of the FedEx, Amazon, the Amazon package going through a battle like the Star Wars. When someone goes, do a battle, oh, I forgot what the fuck is it called? Star Fox. Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, they fucking fucking Star Fox. Do a barrel roll on a fucking Amazon package. And going through the aliens like the Star Wars. I would. That's
Dude, I
Cube,
fucking-
like trying to crawl at the end.
I
It's just his
pissed,
reactions. Fuck.
I pissed myself laughing the first time I watched that movie and just the reactions that he had to everything. Oh, God damn. Fuck. Just like, they just had him be like, okay, like say as many different shocked reactions as you can, like into this
Mhm.
right now. And he just took like 10 of them and just interspliced them into the movie. Shit.
Yeah, it's a one take movie for sure. No way
Oh.
they shot more than one take for anything.
It's
I
so
mean, there are movies that are bad, and then there are movies that are like bad and they're not fun. They're more annoying. But
Yes.
this is one of those that it kept going, that it kind of went around the other way to like ludicrous speed. That I just, it was a ball to laugh at, man. And like you said, of course we know it's not a good movie. Of course we know that it's, but the last shot is a poor Photoshop of all the characters together picture. That Wes can do better. Fucking pictures. We know it's bad. I know it's bad. But like
Yeah,
you
it's-
said, like when I watched it, I'm like 15 minutes in and went, this is whatever. I guess I'll keep watching. Then I went another 10 minutes and I went, what? And then it kept going and the insanity. And then I'm telling you, when the fucking thing said, do a barrel roll, I'm like, okay, I got it, This is gonna be one of those movies that maybe the directors like will lie and say I meant to do it on purpose, like Troll 2.
let me tell you
like he-
something. I would love to hear a director's commentary over that movie. I think that'd be the best. That I would pay is it for a 4K anything just to hear both. If they had a commentary with the director and Ice Cube, I'd probably pay $70 or $80 just to hear what they had to say. on that fucking movie.
God.
But yeah, that for entertainment value, that's my number one.
All right, before we get to physical media stuff, what were your worst then? What's like your worst films, horror, non-horror of the year?
Do you want to go first, Mark, or me? You want me to go first?
Well, I'll go. I only have a few. So one of them would definitely be the I Know What You Did Last Summer sequel,
I think
the
so, too.
Legacy sequel. And I've talked about it so much on here, but that's not a film that needed to be made. And I thought, well, you know what? Maybe we could have some fun with it. Like, it's so hard to ruin a slasher film. It really is. But somehow they manage. putting in like a social commentary angle about how men are bad and it's the patriarchy's fault and all that kind of bullshit just stood out so much more that's that's all I saw. Watching the movie, I'm like, okay, there'll be, you know, the killer showing up and he'll take people out. We'll get the reveal. We'll have a good time at least.
Right.
But that message was so hit you over the head, like throughout the entire film.
Black Christmas. They Black Christmas.
Yeah.
They fucking threw it in there at you.
I'm all for strong female characters, but the way it was done was so poor, and it just the CGI. Oh my god, some of the worst CGI all year. Doing that Sarah Michelle Gellar scene was fucking horrendous. I couldn't believe that was Rambo. You know what scene I'm talking about? Just abysmal. I still can't believe it made it to theaters. Honestly, I really can't. Another one that I have to put on the worst, and I really wanted to like this one, but The Wolfman.
I never even fucking watched it. I was like, I don't need any more Wolfman movies.
He really tried to go in a different direction, Lee Winnell, but it just didn't work. It was a failure almost on every front. From the creature design, while I admire them trying something different, it didn't work. It didn't look good. This is another film that attempts to make it a body horror movie. Didn't really connect with that aspect of it. The other characters that you're supposed to care about in the movie, aside from the lead character, you don't really give a shit about. He just fumbled the film all around. I think trying to go too far away from an obvious idea of just make a movie about the Wolfman. Just do that. Like, I would have just taken that, and as long as it's entertaining, I'm good. I don't need an extra message or trying to really go all out with all these different.
But you know what they
things.
say? They say, you've seen that, Mark. You just want the same thing over and over again, you lazy fuck. You just want the same movie. You don't want them to try something different. You hater.
Yeah, Mark, you piece of trash.
Well, they tried something different with Halloween Ends, and look at how that turned out.
But it turned out splendidly. It's a wonderful movie about.
People say people start liking it in 5 years.
About what? I have no idea.
I bet they will.
Fucking Rodney Dangerfield. He was at back to school where he's like, he's a wonderful guy. Really seems to care about what. I have no idea. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah, it's very underwhelming. And like I said, I was all for something different until I saw the film, because I had seen the reviews and people were mixed. But in my opinion, it's not a film I'll ever go back to. And we've got enough Wolfman things.
They need to stop. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now, just in general, for Hollywood, Netflix, Amazon, Peacock, fucking whatever, Tubi, they need stop making these fucking Universal monster movies. The fucking Guillermo del Toro, you piece of shit, with that Frankenstein movie, and fucking these Wolfman movies and whatever else, Creature from Black Lagoon, whatever else the hell is gonna come out.
They have been, the Mummy comes out next year.
Dracula with your Snidely Whiplash mustache.
Nobody gives a shit about these movies. Like, stop making these fucking movies, especially the Wolfman. How many different times have they tried to remake the Wolfman? It never works. Just fucking leave it alone.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I have other movies that were underwhelming that I thought would be good. And I'll just do one and then I'll let you go, Rambo, and
sure,
come back to me if you want. The most underwhelming movie, and I've seen people in the chat say that this was really good.
So you're blaming the chat.
No, I'm just, again, I don't hate it. I don't think it's terrible. It's just, it was underwhelming for me.
Mark's saying, fuck you, chat.
No, not saying that. It's not a horror film. One battle after another. Paul
I haven't
Thomas
seen it.
Anderson movie. I had been told like, oh man, this action scene and this set piece and like you're gonna be blown away. That movie is like 3 hours long. Let's just
course it
state
is.
that. I mean, it's Paul Thomas Anderson, so I kind of go in expecting longer movie, but I thought Leo was solid. Benicio is good, but it's just what those characters have to do in the film didn't wow me. It didn't excite me. You've seen action done in other films that would blow you away. There's nothing in this that you haven't seen before. Nothing in it that's going to wow you. The whole narrative I thought could have been switched up and done a lot better. No, Greg, again, I like I said, I didn't.
You just
I didn't
hate
it.
everything, Mark.
I
You
don't
just
hate it. I was underwhelmed by it. This is an
Hater.
underwhelmed movie.
It's too white.
I mean, you have Benicio in the movie running around and driving around, and that's about it.
Great.
And it's just, I was hoping for so much more. Just real quick, what are you guys' thoughts on Paul Thomas Anderson? That's another director we don't talk about too much, but
For good reason.
just curious.
God damn it, Rambo.
Boogie Nights is not bad. I don't
Um,
mind Boogie Nights.
That's my favorite movie of his.
Yeah, Boogie Nights is good. I don't like Punch Drunk Love.
No, I like that.
Magnolia.
Magnolia I thought was okay, whatever. There Will Be Blood.
Oh yeah,
Really good, but it's really fucking long.
great performance.
Yeah. And the rest of his shit, I don't even think I've even seen. So
Okay.
that's kind of where I'm at with it. But there's this look at that fucking scene in There Will Be Blood. It just always sticks with me for some reason. Because it's such a crazy scene where Daniel Day-Lewis is like, and Paul Dano are like,
Milkshake.
no, it's the scene where he's like, I've abandoned my boy.
Oh
I've
yeah,
abandoned my child. And he just
yeah.
that always stuck with me. I don't know, man. I mean, he's clearly a great visual filmmaker.
Mhm.
It's just some of his stuff is way too like just what bloated, I guess would be a word for it.
Yeah,
Just kind of
Hmm.
he's like Michael Mann, except better.
Yeah. And Sean Penn in the film, even, I expected so much more from his character. And there's one scene, it's so weird, where he's being held at gunpoint and the lady tells him to like get an erection while he's at gunpoint. And he
As we all
does.
do.
Well, yeah, of course. And then she makes him walk outside with it. And I'm just like, what's going on here? Like, the scene took a hard left turn that I was not expecting.
yeah. It's very hard.
Yeah.
Hard left turn. Woo! Look out.
Yeah. So that was underwhelming.
Okay.
Nobody 2 was underwhelming as well. I liked it for what it was. Always cool to see Christopher Lloyd kill people, but I could have used more in that and less of the other stuff that was
Right.
a bit, tedious and overdone. Highest to lowest, the Spike Lee joint. Didn't really care for. I've seen some people online saying it's a masterpiece, and I'm like, where? So Denzel Washington plays a
I've never even heard of that film.
yeah, he plays a very rich music mogul, and
Oh, it's Spike Lee.
yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
So someone that is very close to him has their son kidnapped, and he's supposed to pay the ransom, but he's reluctant to do it, and his conscience gets the better of him, and after much procrastination, he does, and it just, there's so many scenes where I'm thinking like this will take off and this will lead to some cool action or this will go, and it just didn't. It was played very dramatically, and almost melodramatic in some ways. So I was expecting a lot more. I think Denzel's good enough in it, but that's another film I was underwhelmed by. And I thought maybe like him reteaming with Denzel again. Like,
Well, we know you love Spike Lee.
he's very hit and miss. That's a good point, Chaz Flicks. It's offbeat and uneven
So it's more low than high.
for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's another one-time watch. Don't need to own it. Don't need to
Yeah,
watch it
I don't
again.
have about no time watch from me.
Because it's Spike
No
Lee.
time. Yeah.
Mostly, yeah. I
figured.
like the Inside Man. That's it. That's pretty much it for Spike.
Let's get this super chat though. I forgot to get Pred super chat earlier. James Cameron said he would never come back to Alien, but he's writing a new Terminator script. What do you guys think?
Fuck him.
Dude, I don't need any more Alien or fucking Predator or Terminator films. Like,
Exactly.
no, I'm good forever on all.
I
those.
never need to see any of that ever again.
Yeah.
It's done like dinner. I think there was a super chat before that as well.
Well, that person's gonna have to go fuck themselves because I ain't scrolling all the way back up here. No, I'm just kidding.
I got it. Yeah.
Time for Ice Cube to do the time machine now. What?
Maybe
Yeah,
Ice
yeah.
Cube should have been the Wolfman. That would have been great.
Yeah, that fucking been. Hey, motherfucker, I'm gonna turn into a wolf. God damn. Yeah. Yeah.
So just
What else?
works for me. I'll go quick. Tron Ares. It's Tron Ares. Of course, it sucks. Fucking Jared Leto being a goober. And
You didn't like
story.
Gillian Anderson in that?
With this fake British accent that just didn't work.
I don't think it's
Whoa,
fake
whoa.
anymore.
Yeah, that is her accent. She grew up in Great Britain. Like that's her actual accent.
It was a shitty accent. It sounded
It's
like
like-
goof.
Not as bad
She-
as Mia Goth, though. You gotta give her that.
Yeah, that's true. She did a TV show called The Fall.
Is it on Mia Goth? Hello.
Yeah, that's really what she sounded like.
She
wanted
really
to be
does.
Judi Dench.
Yeah.
It's like Jared Leto. Like no one was asking for another Tron film, let alone with Jared Leto as the star.
Listen, I want to know who the fuck ever cared about Tron. Like, who in the hell were those movies made for?
I mean,
Did
I don't
ever-
mind the first movie, but I don't rewatch it a lot. I would say it's okay compared to, for its
What the fuck-
visuals,
but-
it's
but-
deep.
of all the shit to come up and like start making modern movies about and then make it like a big. I'll never understand Dune and Tron being two of those fucking movies. Like, go fuck yourself, those movies. I hate
But Dune
both
made a
those
lot of money, so a lot of people
franchises.
don't really care. They like the
Mhm.
sand.
people, I guess. Fucking
I mean,
like
I don't know. I'm
hookworm,
not Dune-
hookworms in your fucking nose and sand walking through the
I
sand.
didn't
A lot of
the
people
new
like
Dune.
a lot of people like Lord of the Rings too. That's just a bunch of bullshit walking around
That ain't for
horse-
me either.
Dungeons and Dragons bullshit. So whatever.
But I'll go quick on these. Alarum, which was a Sylvester Stallone, Scott Eastwood direct-to-video BS. Because he did one last year called Armor. Then he did this year called Alarum. Next year he'll do one, I don't know, Aluminum. Something with A in it, I'm sure. Cheap, lazy direct-to-video film where he took a paycheck, was there for 15 minutes. All of these public domain horror films that I saw, I could just loop them all in one big giant sack of shit. So that's Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, where Tinkerbell is a transvestite druggie who uses a drug called Tink. Of course.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
And Leprechaun the beginning, where the leprechaun is like as tall as everybody else and speaks French, and he's got a green face, but they couldn't paint his hands in the first scene. So that's why the rest of the movie he put gloves on. Because they forgot to put. It's like so done.
It's
So
a
cheap.
reimagining That's
Yeah.
part of the new vision.
Yeah, French fucking leprechaun.
It's French New Wave.
Yes. I'll take a pass on that way. I'd rather be drowned in the waves.
Mm.
And then like Piglet, which is this cheap wannabe Texas Chainsaw Master, it rips it off, even has a wannabe cook. At the very end, there's like a cop out of the blue that's like just trying to be a wannabe hitchhiker. Like they do a wannabe dinner scene at the end. Only instead of Leatherface, it's a guy in a fucking pig mask. And the 3 Popeye horror films, Popeye the Slayer Man, Popeye's Revenge, and Shiver Me Timbers. Shiver Me Timbers is probably the worst one because that tried to be funny and that was like even worse. There's literally a scene, you know, the phrase, I'm going to shit down your throat. He does it. Someone's left in a latrine and Popeye shit down his throat, literally.
Now I got to see it.
No.
And there's a sequel coming out with him and Tarzan and Betty Boop. So
Yeah.
go watch for Shiver Me Timbers too. But I just, and then Bambi also saw that one, but I don't know if that was this year. I think it was this year. Bambi the Reckoning. I'm just so tired of these public domain horror films.
Screamboat.
They don't care, huh?
Screamboat. Wasn't that one this year?
I can't remember. There's so damn
I think
many
it was.
fucking
Screamboat
years.
Willie.
Yeah. I'm just, it's lazy, poorly acted, cheap jack horseshit. What I expect? Nothing. And it was worse than that. You know, just because you say you don't expect anything doesn't mean they should just be lazy sacks of shit. I'm still going to make fun of you and call you out. Go fuck
thought you-
yourself to all these directors or writers. I mean, fucking like shit. Popeye's Revenge was like, it doesn't fucking matter what they're about. It's just shit. Watch my reviews. You want to know more about it. Like most of my
Well-
top 10, like literally 1 Shiver Me Timbers, 2 Leprechaun the Beginning, 3 Piglet, 5 Popeye's Revenge, 6 Popeye's Slayer Man, 7 Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. That's how much. But I will. There was one in the middle that I fucking hated. I gotta mention it before. It's Predator Badlands. I hate that movie. But that pussy ass Predator who has got daddy issues, looks like Whoopi Goldberg, has a fucking android that won't shut up and keeps talking incessantly throughout the whole movie. And then they get this little space monkey as a little pet sidekick. And it's so Disneyfied that I wanted to puke Dayglow. Like the most dumbest. And they also put the shit in, like he kills the dad, but the big bad is the big
That's
bad
what I
is
was
the
laughing
mom. Of course it is. This is Disney. Of course the big bad is the mom, because the mom is worse than the dad, of course. And it fucking rips off the ending from Avatar, where it's like someone in a giant mech while your hero's on a giant creature and the creature fights the giant mech. Yeah, I'm miserable. You see Predator Badlands, you'd be miserable too. It's a piece of fucking shit. It flopped for good reason. It's a load of horse shit. Fuck Predator Badlands. If you like it, I don't get it. It's a piece of shit.
So
But I could go on for 30 minutes.
you would say it's probably about a 6 or 7 out of 10 then, right?
6 or 7, 10 inches in my ass.
Wait, what?
If it's 6 or
God damn
7,
it.
the only thing would be inches up my ass. That's how I felt like watching that fucking movie.
Jesus Christ.
If it was in my mouth, I spit back in his face. Fuck Predator Badlands. Pussy ass bullshit. The most pussy fucking sissy ass Predator I've ever seen in a long time. PG-13 horseshit with the most annoying fucking android. Even worse than Andy wannabe Dufresne and Romulus, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Wow.
But yeah, I Predator Badlands. Anyway, that's
High,
fucked up.
that's high praise
hmm
for Predator
Great.
Badlands. You heard it here first.
Fuck
Rambo
that
loved
movie.
it. He wants you to
It's
see it.
dog shit. Mark, have you seen it? It's dog shit.
No, I didn't watch it. I'm gonna avoid it
Dog
as
shit.
much as I can.
Yeah, once you see the Predator in that movie, like if you have any desire to watch it, then there's something going on there.
I mean, we got to the point like that's why I get aggravated by it, because I like these two films a lot. They were two childhood films I enjoy. They were R-rated. They were manly. They were badass.
Mhm.
They were good characters. And now we've gone so dwindled. It's a PG-13, completely Disney Star Wars TV show like fluff piece. Like just watered down and pussified. Which, I mean, that kind of centers how action films, for the most part, with exceptions, are today. I miss how action films used to be. And you see how they've gone. And Predator Badlands is a perfect example. The first shot was could have been out of a Star Wars TV show with CG creatures eating each other up. I thought I was going to pan over and go to Jabba's palace.
Big killer. They just threw that in there.
I mean, in the first shot, the Predator's riding a wannabe speeder bike, and him and his brother are fighting with wannabe lightsabers. They're laser things, red, like a lightsaber. Anyway,
So once again, he loved it. He was go get it as
Get the
soon-
4K.
He's getting the 4K right now.
yeah. Sorry, I went overboard, but I just.
All right. So I want to bring up some real quick.
hmm
I saw all these movies at the theater. Keep that in mind. I was made to watch these movies against my will mostly. Some not, some against my will. I saw The Monkey in theaters. I saw the Wicked sequel. I saw Snow White. I saw the Minecraft movie. I saw Megan. I saw Megan 2.0. Now, let me tell you that when I say that I mostly lost all hope for cinema, it is because of the list of movies that I just read to you. That is not a list of releases as much as it is a menu for torture. I was put through Abu Ghraib style fucking torture to have to watch the Minecraft movie and fucking Snow White and that Wicked movie, man. There are parts where I would just be sitting in the theater watching those movies, and I would just be like, what? Especially during the Minecraft movie, where I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Who is this made for? Like, what is going on? That, like, there's so much shit that happens in that movie, but nothing happens. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, there's just stuff on the screen constantly, and Jack Black screaming at you constantly, and nothing happens in that movie. I have no idea what that movie's about. I couldn't tell you
Chicken jockeys.
right now anything that movie was about.
But that's the people today. They brought chickens to the theater.
Right.
You heard that story, right?
Oh yeah, the kids were
That's-
like
that's-
throwing shit in the theater and messing it
That's
up
the
and all that.
people today. That's who they're
I'm-
made for.
I'm just here to tell you that all those movies I just mentioned sucked ass badly. And like, I don't even know how you even can quantify which one of those was the worst, because they're all equally bad.
Mm.
In different ways, but like they're all pretty fucking bad.
It had to be pure hell sitting through all that stuff. That's
It was.
it's rough.
It was like, but I guess I have a pretty decent idea now about like, you know, what modern audiences are watching and why it is that they're like everybody like loves so much stuff that's awful. Because I mean, if you're watching this shit on a regular basis, then if anything came out that was like D level quality, you'd be like, holy shit, that's the best fucking thing I've ever seen. But yeah, that's the kind of shit that's in the movies. And I actually watched more than that too. Like I saw some of that new Captain American movie with my daughter, and that fucking thing is it is what it is. And there was like God, there's some others too.
Did you see Finance at Freddy's 2? Because you saw the
No,
first one.
somehow I got out of that. Somehow I got out of like having to watch that. I don't know how, but thankfully.
As your Christmas present.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have been awful too. It's like trying to escape the hostile torture device or whatever. Like, can't imagine going to see that one. Sure, it's just as bad as the first one.
He would not have seen Wicked on his own, chat.
I also saw the Fantastic Four movie and Superman. I forgot those two in the theater.
I forgot Superman even came out.
Yeah, I was gonna put that on the list just to piss people off, but I do genuinely think it's one of the worst movies.
It was in my top 10. I mean, Jurassic World, I probably hated that more. Rebirth.
I didn't see that, thank God. I don't know how I got away from that one, but at least I didn't have to. So I'm just here to tell you that, man, like, you know, people are talking about all this stuff with Netflix or whoever buys all that and what's going to happen to cinema. Cinema's already pretty much over with. Like, as far as I can tell, like mainstream going to the movie cinema, just fucking let it die, man. None of it's worth a shit anyway at this point. It's really not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably watched 10 movies and not one of them was worth a shit. Like one of them, not one of those movies I'd ever watch again in the theater. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up then to physical media. Best and worst physical media releases for this year. Mark, what do you think? You can have like, I mean, more than one, but
Well, my mind automatically went to this right here, which probably made the list for several other people that did their best physical stuff of the year. I mean, this, you know, to finally have a really nice physical set for all these movies is pretty cool. The fact that we got any of them uncut is pretty cool as well. Even if it is the fifth one.
Yeah, the shittiest one.
Exactly. But I still appreciate that they went all out for this. And
There's no features.
Yeah, that's the. But do you really need any after Never Sleep Again?
Commentaries?
I mean,
Deleted
you don't have.
scenes?
Well, here's the thing. The movies that I like the most out of the set, like, I kind of know the opinions of the filmmakers already. Like, you're not going to get Craven for obvious reasons. I don't care what Rachel Talalay has to say about 6 because it sucks anyway. I do like some of Stephen Hopkins' movies, but it's like, I don't care about 5 and I don't want to sit through it, even if it does have a commentary. So when I start going through them, I'm like, you got everything you need about those films on Never Sleep Again, in my opinion. Commentaries would be cool, I guess, for people that like some of the later sequels and stuff, but like, you know everything about these movies already. Well, that's not an excuse to say that they shouldn't have put something else on it, because they totally should have. Didn't need to be commentaries necessarily. But
You were
again,
just excusing it.
No, I'm not excusing.
Oh, no,
I'm just saying, what else can you do?
I was messing with. I fucked with you shitty sweater.
all goes full circle back to this one.
How it goes.
Yeah, so that's my one.
It is a good looking set, I'll say. Just visually, it's a good looking set. In all seriousness,
I think honestly, like that would be mine too. Just because like the artwork is the original artwork, the films are amazing transfers.
Yeah.
Like you said,
this
the
is a
ones that
dumb
are uncut.
question. Do you worry with steelbooks that they'll rust in time? I don't know. Is that a worry?
I've
That
never really,
steelbooks will rust?
I've never seen any rust, but like you worry about denting them more than you
Oh.
do like or
Mhm.
something
Okay.
fucking up with them, like because they're so. I mean, I don't really like steel books. They're a novelty kind of thing, and they're
Okay.
almost impossible to take care of because like if you just accidentally rub it up against a fucking table or something, it's going to dent it. If you barely like put it on any surface, it's going to scratch it. It's just they're pains in the ass to take care of. But the
Okay.
look of them, and the way that is put together is to me 1,000 times better than like the standard edition
Yeah.
that they did and all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would put that up there. But you mentioned one too, Rambo, that I hadn't even thought about, and I should have thought about it because it's probably up there too, in my opinion, with
Well-
like the best releases of this year.
Yeah, I have not sadly had a chance to look through it, but the TMNT set, the Ninja Turtle set by Arrow Video. Arrow Video's done a lot of good stuff because there's Cobra. For those who were not in here yet, Outland and Long Kiss Goodnight. And of course, Ninja Turtles. Very cool presentation, having the theatrical posters, having all three of them. Each one has new commentaries. Each movie has multiple features. There's little trinkets in there. There's a 4K and a Blu-ray. I just got the Blu-ray because, I mean, there's still better picture quality, 4K resolutions on them. And as a fan, very cool that they did that. Didn't think they would do that, but again, Arrow Video definitely knocked it out of the park this year. So can't complain too much about them. So yeah, I guess I mean it wouldn't be fair for me to say that because I haven't watched it, but just presentation, being a fan of those films, that as well as just because I'm glad this film finally came out, because I was always a sucker for this movie. I do like the presentation in this, because Ratings Films, The Night of the Juggler.
Oh yeah.
I do love the presentation. I love the box. I love there's a bit more features on this. And again, this is a film I've been looking forward to for a long time. They finally did a release. I know Tino Lorber did it, but I do like this edition a bit more. But TMNT would have to be, since and Cobra, but TMNT I would pick because I did.
Yeah,
not pick
Cobra.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that enough, but Cobra was great. That release was a great release too.
Yeah.
Hey, Arrow had so many great releases this year, man. Like I couldn't even tell you, like all of them.
Yeah, seeing Miss 45 on 4K was
Yeah,
that was great. Long overdue for a release. Yeah, they got so many that came out. I got pretty much all of them, and I'm happy with all of them. They all look really good. Even like The Mask. I mean, that's probably the best set you're ever going to get for that film. You couldn't ask for anything more if you like that one. And TMNT as well. Like that's easily the best set that has ever been created for those movies, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm trying to look up like what they released this year, just real quick.
They win this year, hands down. It's not a comparison. Like they're the studio of the year. They killed it.
Yeah, I don't think that's even a question. I don't think anybody can deny that at this point.
Mm-hmm.
While he's looking it up, I looked at this super chat. Psycho Hobo saying, "Are you going to do the most anticipated movies next week?" No, there ain't nothing to anticipate for. Fuck 2026 already. I'll just jump ahead for that. No anticipated video. Nah.
You're not anticipating Anaconda?
Well, that comes out this year, not yet next year.
Yeah, I
And
know,
no.
but no, it's got Ice Cube in it. Still not
And War
enough.
of the Worlds. That's my Ice Cube movie this year, not Anaconda. Fuck Jack Black. Yeah, I'm not. That looks so awful.
It
People are
does.
saying it's awful as they should. But
Mhm.
no, I mean, no anticipated. No, that won't be the show next week because when I don't give a shit what comes out in theaters next year, it'd be more, bullshit.
Mhm.
But they do. I was going to ask though, for you two, is there a physical media that you view the most disappointing?
Mm.
Oh yeah, yeah. By far, the one.
What?
There's one that
Oh, I know what
stands
it
out in
is.
my mind 100% as being the biggest piece of trash that ever fucking got released for a huge price, and that's that stupid ass, cheap ass chainsaw set from Dark Sky. It was like $300 when it came out.
That was this
and
year?
then- That was this year, wasn't it?
I think it was. Was it last year?
I don't know. Hold on.
God, I don't even know.
I swear, I thought he was going to say Murder Set Pieces.
That's what I thought he was going to say too.
No, Murder Set Pieces just took fucking. Actually, that movie should have been released in 2024. Let's see. When did the fucking thing come out?
I guess maybe for him, Dark Harvest.
That was the biggest bait and switch bullshit of the year.
Yeah. Well, that and the Halloween thing, the imprint pumpkin that didn't come out.
Oh yeah,
Did you try to order that, Mark?
No, I did
Garrett did, right?
yeah, he did. They canceled it though.
not.
It's
Oh,
just
that's
fucking
good.
hilarious to me. Where do you even buy this fucking thing at anymore?
It's not on
Dark
Dark
Sky.
Sky's site. Should be.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
have
I'm
one,
on-
Mark?
For most disappointing? Mm,
That's also for the chat as well. Is there any physical media you thought was disappointing, chat?
no, not really. Not that I can think
I mean, you
of.
don't have to hate it. I just like you wish would have been better.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything that was disappointing. I thought pretty much all the stuff that I got this year was really good.
They're all from Germany.
Well, I did get quite a few German releases. I got some stuff from the Kino sale. Haven't had a chance to watch that stuff yet, but yeah, I mean, everything that I got, I've watched, and I didn't have any
Wow.
problems with anything.
No, it did come out in October of last year. That's a fucking shame.
Mm.
Well, fuck, I don't know now.
I guess company you'd say Vinegar Syndrome. Right? Disappointing company. Would it be Vinegar Syndrome?
Like the worst releasing company? No,
Or most
No.
disappointing?
no.
I mean, because you kind of expect that from VF.
No, I mean most
anyway.
disappointing, not worse. Most disappointing.
most disappointing. Depends on like what you mean by that. If
Well,
you mean like,
you'd expect something from Vinegar, right? Like you hope.
well, if you mean in terms of like they released shit and it was all awful, then it would be Vinegar Syndrome.
I know what his is now, Uncle Bill. I know what it is.
If you're talking about like a
It's-
company that is just fucking incompetent, then it's got to be TerraVision or Master Video, just for the sheer stupidity.
But Mark,
goes on.
I know Uncle Bill's worst. I know what it is now. Starts with a K. Is it from a director? Great
I don't know.
director.
I'm thinking.
The Teep.
Oh,
Oh,
I completely forgot.
That was this year, right?
was that? I don't know if that was this year either. Was it?
Oh, geez. I don't know.
Was it not?
Everything's starting to blur together.
That's what I'm
No.
thinking too.
I
I
thought
think
it
that was last year, I think.
Was it? Shit. I thought it was this year. Wasn't it?
Mm.
Fuck. I thought it was like months, Oh. Oh, fuck. Well, there you go. I can't think of anything this year either. Chainsaw was last year. The Keep was last year. Fuck.
Uh-huh. So what's been the big fucking shitter this year? I can't even really think of what it would be then. I mean,
Mm.
God, that's tough now.
Yeah, that's why I picked the Imprint one. That's the only thing that I know everybody was disappointed about because they didn't actually get it. And
uh-huh.
they were hyped up for it.
Mm. If I had to pick like the worst company though, like the worst release, it'd be probably, I hate to say this because I know the guy somewhat, but like Masker Video. I mean, you got a fucking pre-order that's takes a year to get released. TerraVision's another one. Every one of them, they've got like 10 pre-orders right now that are all delayed or all like fucking, people are still waiting on everything. So
I thought Era 444 was bad, but waiting a year for
mhm.
a movie like Murder Set Pieces, that's crazy.
Yep. Vinegar Syndrome had a shit year too. I'm not gonna lie, they really did. But they got all their stuff on time. I mean, they released everything. It's just like their releases were god awful. Like I don't think that they had a worse year than this in terms of the stuff that they released. Everything was very lackluster. Even at the end when they had, Troll 2 was the big one or whatever, and it's like I didn't give a shit. Like I mean, how many versions of Troll 2 do you need?
Not for me. I love Vinegar Syndrome this year.
Yeah.
You got all their releases.
Yeah, you bought everything.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
I got Jade. I got Virtuosity. I got the Golden Child. I'm all good. I had Golden Child right there. That's one of my favorite releases this year.
Golden Child was that's one of their better ones that they actually got. Virtuosity. Congo. No. Don't even start. What was the other
I didn't
one?
say Congo. You brought it up.
You were going to bring it up. You just fucking wait.
I knew not to bring it up because
Think about it.
I knew it was going to happen. That's why I didn't bring it up.
You were just like waiting. You were just like going to bring it up.
I knew not to bring it up. Mac and me, I know people like that one.
Mac and me is, yeah, that's fine. What was the other one that people?
Garbage Pail
Fucking-
Kids.
Oh
Yeah.
God. I mean, listen, fucking movie. People have probably been waiting for it to come out, for a long time. But let's not skip around the fact that's an awful movie, and like the fucking effects and stuff in it, no matter what anybody is some of the worst shit ever.
Right.
Another super chat.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually got this and reviewed it, and like I said in the review, the more times I watch this movie, the more that I actually like it. I still don't like the ending, but I thought that the release was amazing.
Yeah, that's one I haven't cracked the seal on yet. I got so many releases. I just got my Kino stuff today, actually, from the sale that just came in. So I'll probably be diving into that next. I'll get around to the Maxine 4K, but I can't really speak on it too much. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh. So let's see. I think that the best releases pretty much came from the same couple of companies, though, for me. Arrow and Second Side. Like, I would say 90% of the stuff that I would consider to be like a really great release came from one of those two companies, with the exception probably being a couple things like the Nightmare on Elm Street box set. Listen, I will be honest with you, that fucking Murder Set Pieces release is not that bad in terms of the quality of it. It's just a horrible movie, and it took for fucking hell and ever to. It took a year. It took over a year. It took like a year and a month to get here. So, I mean, it's pretty safe to say, like, I'll never buy anything from that site. I'm definitely not going to go through that shit again. But the release itself is fine. Another one that nobody really mentioned, but I still think actually stands up to, is this one. I think this is probably in the top 5
I would agree.
releases of the year too. I mean, it's an amazing looking transfer, but it's also got the all the extra footage and stuff left into it, and commentary with Savini and Michael Felsher, which was recorded at one of those Living Dead weekends I was at. And I know this because Felsher was with him.
Cool. I have to get that someday.
Yeah, I think they're
Ah,
they're available again, back in stock mostly. Most places.
nice call on that one. I would have forgotten that too. The Beyond
Mhm.
from Grindhouse, definitely. Yep.
Yeah, they put a lot into that release. That was a really good one. I forgot about that one too.
I really did like the Sorcerer release. I haven't seen Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah.
I don't have that one yet.
That one looks good. I did watch that. A clear upgrade over the Blu-ray. Still quite a bit of film grain present, but I don't mind it. Looks good though.
This is true too. Like, I've got this one as well. The Ignite Reanimator 4K.
Yeah, okay. It's another one I forget about.
There was a lot of really good stuff that came out. A lot more good came out than bad. I'll definitely say that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I struggle to think of anything bad.
Yeah, I mean, even like some of the worst releases or the worst companies, like, actually came out with decent releases, I should say.
Yeah.
Um,
The artwork for like those Scream Factory movies look like shit. I mean, so in that regard, they're bad releases. Who wants to look at that Tales from the Dark Side cover or the
Goddamn,
Howling
man.
cover?
like, I forget that Scream Factory even exists anymore. Like, I just don't even. When I think about releasing companies, they don't even come to my mind. Thankfully.
No.
In the Mouth of Madness was great, by the way, the Arrow one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit. What else? I'm sure The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is great, but I'll never get a chance to watch it because it's sold out forever. Probably never be.
You can buy it for like $300 on eBay.
Oh yeah. I'd rather not, Mark, if I could. Yeah. But yeah, I still need to buy Salem's Lot and a couple of the new Arrow ones, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't complain either. I mean, I mentioned before, but you had the TMNT, Cobra, Outland, Long Kiss Goodnight. Yeah, a lot of Arrow stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Is there something that any of you all can think of that you would want to get released or re-released?
On the 4K, I guess
I guess anything, really.
yeah, I bet it'll never happen.
Yeah, same. I'd like a better True Lies 4K.
Well, yeah, that'll never happen.
Yeah, so it's wishful thinking at best.
I mean, there's stuff, but I mean, either Disney owns it, so they'll never do it, or I always say, Murder by Phone is a fun B movie. Watchers, of course, the first Watchers, since the second one's on Blu-ray. But they're all from different companies. But the first Watchers, Gleam in the Tube, because that's only via Vision released on DVD. But that's a fun one, Gleam in the Tube. I mean, again, Disney owns a lot of them. As in Stakeout, the first one, 3 Men and a Baby, a lot of those. I think even Gleam in the Tube at one point was Fox, and then Disney owns that. So,
One day we'll get Near Dark 4K. Don't know when, but one day.
Yeah, I
Sure.
mean, you got to admit we're running out of stuff to really want because they're putting out so much shit that like all the big stuff that you wanted is probably out on some edition or another.
How about a not censored Crocodile Dundee?
That's probably coming out, isn't it? Didn't I hear something about that?
I don't know. I just
know
thought the
about that.
censored one.
Uh,
Maybe that'd be nice. Ford Fairlane, yeah, that'd be nice. There's just Ford Fairlane.
the lost commentary.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But that was Fox. You know who owns Fox, so.
Yeah, Judgment Night 4K would be cool. Somebody just said that a minute ago, but that's who knows where that's going to end up because that's a Warner title. So
Yeah.
all I have is that crappy Warner Archive Blu-ray that they did.
That would be a good Arrow video release, Judgment
Yes.
Night.
Yes.
If they could do it, that'd be a good one. Judgment Nights. It's a very solid movie, underrated movie.
Oh yeah. I fucking almost forgot about this.
There's still
Day
been
of
no
the Dead.
word on that?
Not really, no. Not any kind of release dates or anything. I mean, last thing that I heard is Scream Factory's still working on it. So who even knows if that will come out now? I mean, the way they're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I heard maybe did somebody say Arrow had that, or they might get that, or something like that too.
I'd hope so. I mean, this was years and years ago, but I mean, they did do the Blu-ray at one point, but that was for the UK. So
Yes, Logan Wood,
I
yes.
don't know.
Because I don't
Yeah, this would be amazing,
I don't think that has a Blu-ray in the US.
dude. I've still
Or-
got the fucking DVD that's like the snapper case DVD.
Because the only Blu-ray I could think of was Umbrella. That's Australia. So yeah, I don't think that's on Blu-ray in the US. I don't think so. Yes, that best Punisher film. Love to have that. War of the Worlds Ice Cube 4K.
God, with the fucking director commentary,
Arrow
Ice Cube
Video.
interviews. Yep.
That'd be awesome. Arrow Video.
Does Masters of the Universe have a 4K? I don't think so.
It shouldn't.
Kill it.
It shouldn't.
That seems like something that Arrow would do, though. That 100% seems like something they'd come out with the way they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who owns it.
So let's see. Cliff McMillan said on CHH that Arrow has the UK rights today. So that should be out.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. I mean, they, like I said, they put out the Blu-ray a long time ago. So they put it out. I'm definitely jumping on board for that one. I'm not waiting on Scream Factory to fuck it up.
Oh, another
So-
physical release I'll mention that was cool from Lionsgate, Jacob's Ladder 4K.
I've just got that ordered too, by the way. Yeah.
So, very cool.
Richard Fitzwell says Silent Night Deadly Night remake still sucks. Well, shit.
I still haven't seen it.
That came. Did that get released on Blu-ray recently? For some reason,
I don't know.
I saw that is up for like Blu-ray pre-order or order.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what the situation is with that movie. I don't really care. People just love that movie for some reason.
I've never seen it.
When you're watching a bad movie, what's some things you can do to cope?
Touch
Stick
yourself.
stick a pencil eraser in your dick hole. That'll do it.
Turn it off. That's how
You,
you
you won't be thinking about the movie.
Rub your butthole and clench your toes.
Drugs. Somebody said
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, one way to do it.
that'll
Yeah.
work. Mm. Oh. What the fuck, Jackson? Shove some sea urchins up your ass. crack. What?
There'll be a Rambo rant. What? Silent of Dead remake
What's the best Kurt Russell performance and why?
performance.
That's tough,
man.
actually.
So
You really
not
think
movie
about it.
performance.
That is tough. There's so many.
I mean, my
I know
favorite
what
movie would be probably The Thing or Tango and Cash, but my favorite performance would be Jack Burton.
I was going to say, if you don't say that, oh, fucking. That,
It has-
that's got to be
Yeah.
the best performance he's ever done like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would agree with that, but one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character, was always Snake Plissken. Just thought he killed it, and this is controversial, but I like the second film. I like Escape from LA, but Escape from New York is definitely where it's at.
So does
yeah, I
John
love that character.
Carpenter. If you tell him you
Yeah.
don't like it, he'll fucking kill you.
Exactly.
Who?
What?
Tom Harper?
John Carpenter.
Oh, John Carpenter.
Tom Harper.
Tom Harper. I'm losing it. Sorry. Oh, yeah, the John Carpenter. Yeah.
That's all anybody can ever remember from that movie, too, which is killer. He plays basketball.
Yeah.
And he surfs.
He surfs in it.
Very weird scene.
Let's see. Okay. What in the world? Oh, that's the theory about. I just heard on the internet, which I got to give it to this theory as being like one of the better theories I've heard about the thing and like why that's this. They came up with like, I guess the internet at some point came up with a bunch of different theories about how you would know, which one of them was the thing at the end of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I don't know if any of them actually have any merit, but the one that stuck out to me was somebody was saying that at the end of the film that he doesn't have any. Kurt Russell doesn't have any liquor left because he's running around and he's using all the liquor bottles and stuff for like Molotov cocktails and all that to blow up the lab and all that shit. And he's putting like kerosene and gasoline and shit into all these bottles of liquor that he used to have. And there's a theory that at the end of it, they both are sitting there and he gives the thing to Childs. He doesn't drink it, but he gives the thing to Childs and Childs drinks it. And that's actually like kerosene. And it was like his attempt to see if like he was the thing or not, if he recognized like what it was, like if he knew it was like not regular alcohol.
Mhm.
And then that's how he knew. And that's how you could tell. I think it's probably more than likely just an editing mistake, like
Yeah. that's
or
what I
something like
think, too.
that. But yeah,
Yeah, if the thing has the memories of people, it would know what it would smell like.
Yeah.
Did you smell it?
I don't know, but it hasn't really ever tasted alcohol though, right? Like, I mean, wouldn't particularly know. I don't know.
If that person has.
If the person, the weird
I
thing
mean,
about it
I
is-
just if how far is the thing's memory? Like the memory, you remember the taste of food and drinks and stuff. So I would remember.
true.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that another weird thing about that scene too is that throughout that whole movie, Childs doesn't drink any alcohol.
Hmm.
He actually avoids it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know.
Have you seen that clip going around with Carpenter and shit? Who knows? It could be AI because everything's fucking AI these days. But he says something like, he's at a convention or something, and
Was he
they're doing
yelling?
Q&A. No, somebody asks him if there's a sequel coming, and he says we're working on it. And so out of that, I saw other headlines on various sites. They took that and sort of ran with it and say like,
Of course they did.
he's working on a new one. But the way I interpreted that like he'll produce it if they give him some money. Knowing Carpenter the way we know Carpenter, that's what I think.
Of course.
He'll produce it from his house.
Exactly. I don't
Fucking-
think. But all these sites like, oh, he's writing a new sequel. I'm like, no, I don't think that's what's happening.
Well, yeah, they always do that because they want people to see their site first and foremost. So they need a headline, even if
For
it's
clicks,
misleading.
Yeah.
I think the opposite though. I think he does need to do more Q&A, many Q&As, because there's always something gold comes out of it.
Yeah.
Well, this was another part of the theory too, is the fact that like throughout the whole movie, he's following the whole rule about you don't eat anything of anybody else's or drink anything of anybody else's because like, you know, it transmits the thing and all that stuff. And then at the end of it, he just drinks it, doesn't even think about it. Now that could be the fact that they're outside and they know they're getting ready to die,
Mhm.
as well. But yeah.
I just hope that we don't get a legacy sequel for it. Like,
If we ever get to a point where, because did they do that I don't remember the Thing prequel. I watched it like maybe once or twice. Did they ever try to explain, like, you know, any of that shit about like where what the background of the Thing was or anything like that? Did they go back and like trace the Thing's origins to some sort of fucking?
No,
not that I
Drug-
remember.
no, it was just more of no. They didn't do that.
Well, good. Because if we ever got to the point where it was like they did a fucking sequel or something where they did that and then talked about all that stuff, I would probably just quit watching films altogether.
Yeah,
They
no, the
did that.
prequel was just a glorified remake. Only the Thing was an idiot that just jumped out of like a Jack in the Box all the time,
Mhm.
like an idiot, a CGI idiot.
That was some of the worst fucking CGI ever.
Yeah, I know. I saw it in the theater. I don't know why.
The helicopter
minute.
scene.
Why
All
did
the
that
scenes.
happen? Why did you go see that in the theater?
I think just because at that time a lot of people were asking me about it, so I'm like, I don't give it a chance.
You were more optimistic for movies back then, right?
Yes,
I figured
that proved why I am the way I am now. Why am I this way? Because I saw the Thing prequel and stuff like that in the theater. Now you know why I'm more cynical.
Hey, I saw the Fog remake in the theater, and that was way before that. So
I did too, and that was probably the closest I ever came to leaving a theater. Like, I think we did leave early, actually, like 5-10 minutes early, but still.
that and the
Awesome.
Nightmare remake was the worst.
So when you saw, was there a slight hope or no?
What do you
No.
mean? Like
Not for
during
me.
the watching
Decent.
of the movie, or like before?
To be halfway
we watched it?
decent instead of something? merit, good merit that could
Yeah,
occur.
because like at that time, that was like 2004 or 5.
Yeah.
And like at that time, I don't think people fully understood how shitty all those remakes were going to be yet. So there was still an idea that like you could make something decent from out of a remake. But you know, fucking 20
Dawn of the
remakes
Dead was
after
pretty
that.
good. Like Dawn of the Dead remake was pretty good. It's not the
Yeah,
original.
that one, yeah, it came out before that too. So
2004.
there,
So the fog
yeah,
was
there was
2005.
there was the idea that you could still do something halfway decent, but that like but within 20 minutes of that movie up, you just knew that you were screwed. And same thing with the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Like within 20, like I knew
Yes.
it wasn't getting any better.
If I had driven to the theater, I would have walked out. It was a big group of us, and I didn't drive. But I swear, that would have been the first movie I've
Yeah,
ever
hitchhike.
walked out on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hitchhike. Sling Blade Kruger. What are you waiting for? I haven't got you yet. Them taters. Billy Bob Kruger. That was an awful fucking remake.
Which one?
Elm Street with Billy Bob Kruger.
That fucking voice, yeah.
Jack Earl
Let
Haley.
me see if I can do it. It's like a combination of the fucking Batman, like Christian Bale's Batman. Why? Why are you screaming? I haven't even got you yet. Something like that. Awful fucking guy.
And the lead actress was so wooden and lifeless.
She
I don't know
almost
how she
quit
got
acting
work.
because of that. You remember that? She
Yeah.
actually came out and said like that was such a horrible experience that she thought about just like quitting completely, and just went into a depression. What was her name? Rooney Mara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe Rooney Mara Phoenix now. I don't know because she's married to Joaquin. So I don't know.
fucking
But still,
hell.
that film, like, I couldn't believe it. I'm still in awe to this day that like they actually kept her on. I mean, the movie's terrible anyway, but still, it's just like Jesus Christ, what the fuck were they doing?
And the director was like blaming the fans or something.
Yeah, he's blaming the fans after it came.
He was
out.
like a music video director, wasn't he? Like he never really done anything up to that point.
Yeah,
Yeah, didn't
was
he do
the
like
big-
Nirvana or something?
Yeah,
The
that was the
Teen
big
Spirit
thing
video.
at that time period. You pick somebody that had just done like a music video, and then you had them do it for some reason, like they thought they could direct movies. Mark just broke and fucking
Mark dropped his
something all
copy
hell.
of Elm Street remake on the ground.
Yeah. Some German steelbook just got destroyed.
But that was that was definitely the remake era because you had The Hitcher, you had ones we mentioned.
Yeah.
So what would you say what era we are in horror today? If there is an era.
boring as fuck era. Right now.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, what era are we in? We're in a weird combination of like that elevated horror mixed with
legacy sequels.
legacy sequels and remakes and things like that still going on. And then every now and then, like they'll just release like a original horror film.
Yeah.
But it's very, I mean, it's few and far between at this point. I don't even know though if I would say, I don't know if I would say that we're in a worse place now than we were in 2005, because 2005 through 2009 is just like all fucking remakes. Like that's all they were doing. It's just churning those fucking things out. So, I mean, it was as bad then probably.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Larry says that I just checked, and Cliff Millen actually said Second Sight had the rights, so that'd be even better. I was thinking it was Arrow because he works for them now. Okay.
Okay.
I
Oh,
mean,
wow. Okay, cool.
either way,
Either company is fine with me.
yeah.
And you know, some people were talking about next year. I guess physical. You got Fright Night 2.
Yes, Friday Night 2 is definitely one I'm looking forward to. Can't
Wow.
wait.
Why
What?
would you? Why would you spend $2 to put this comment up?
I see
That's
it.
hilarious. Because it's
What-
funny.
What does he look like?
Rasheed Wallace.
Now we got to see a photo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description. Actually, we're in the Eli's ruined everything era.
Okay.
Once again, I don't see it, but okay. I just Googled him.
Fucking Rasheed Wallace. This would be a good question for Rambo. If you had Corey Feldman in a live chat, what would you guys talk about?
I don't know if I could say. Okay, if I'm being serious and not a wise ass, why do you keep bringing up Corey Haim? Why don't you just live your own life? Like, you always have to keep bringing him up in your book. You said stuff, then you didn't say stuff. You want to film the funeral. Why do you always have to bring him up? Why don't you just live your own life? You guys obviously were not friends for the longest time. And what kills me, because I was just floating through the airwaves of Instagram, there are people that still believe in Corey Feldman. I do not know why. Like, even the recent stuff, there are still people who believe in Corey Feldman. I don't know why.
I
Like,
believe
what else?
in the failed dog.
What else should he do or say before you realize what's going on? I don't
Look,
get it.
I think he's being honest though, Rambo. I don't think he's trying to lie or anything. I mean, seems to me he's got the best intentions.
Yeah, I get it. There's a lot I could say, but I can't say it here.
No, it'd probably
I'm going
be
to-
best if we didn't.
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
chat. Do you guys like the Assault on Precinct 13? I actually do like that movie.
It's
quite a
not
bit more than I
bad.
should.
It's tolerable. I just
That's
felt
what I
like
was gonna say.
I just don't think the movie needed to be remade in the first place.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the music, you don't have the vibe. It makes things a bit more typical. The black guy is the crook, of course, and the good guy, yeah.
Shit.
I was kind of interested. The twist is like, nah, we're gonna go back to, he's black, he's the crook. And that music is so good in that movie. The original is so good. You just miss that vibe. But I mean, it's a good looking remake. It's good actors, and John Leguizamo's in it, which is too.
I mean, Leguizamo's in every fucking thing from that time period, especially.
he does get killed, so there's that.
Yeah.
Fat Pit and Conquer.
Let's see.
Where's that?
What's Mark's shirt say at the bottom of it?
It says Jello pudding.
It says terrifying. The top says holidays are, and then the bottom it says terrifying, but it's in the Terrifier font.
Yep, and show it.
I don't know if you can see the bottom though. Hold on.
There you go. Look
I
at
can't
that.
stand up anymore.
Look at that.
Here, I'll just raise it up some.
Look at that.
There you go.
What's with the eyes? What is he wearing on his eyes?
The glasses.
The glasses from 2, the sunflower
forgot about that.
sunglasses. Yeah.
How many
let's see.
blinking light shirts do you have?
You mean jumpers? I have
How many do you have?
2 Terrifier, and then the other ones that I have maybe like 5 or 6 total, I think.
One for a week, every day of the week.
Yeah,
Is this so that people don't hit you when you're running at night?
believe it or not, I don't wear these outside the house.
Really?
No.
That's
Nowhere
hard to
else.
believe, Mark. It really is.
Feldman was jealous because women like Hay more. Well,
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sure that's true, but again,
What's
get your
that?
own life.
What's that sweater powered by? I'm sure he's got it hooked into his USB in his computer.
Yeah.
So I guess there's a battery.
Yeah, there's batteries like attached to this thing, and it's like wired up on the
So you got 7 or 8 of those sweaters that you don't wear outside.
Mm-hmm. I mean, outside of work, I mean, any other place that I go, I wouldn't be there for very long, and this ain't going to keep me warm. So I'd rather put something thicker on.
So you just wear those around the house.
And if I'm at somebody else's house, yeah, I'll wear it there. But I'm not like walking around on the street waving at people with the lights on the sweater.
You
No.
should. You
At
should.
night.
Yeah.
All right. Well, once again, before my internet shits out, which it looks like it's getting ready to do, it's been a wonderful night of discussion about Corey Feldman and fucking me shitting my pants and
Yeah.
Stranger Things and gayness and all that wonderful stuff. So I'd like to thank everybody in the chat for keeping this going, and thanks to both Matt, Mark for continuing to be the killer co-hosts that they are as we go into the new year.
Yeah.
Bulls, it's going to be the next time that we meet. It'll be 2026. So
Mhm.
that's going to be an interesting thing. We've got the show on Sunday now. That'll be the Dead Pit 20th anniversary show. That's the one thing that I know is coming up. I'm sure there'll be some shit about that Vinegar Syndrome drop that we'll have to cover that too. I don't want to. I don't think there'll be anything in it worth a shit, but I mean, you got to think, like, if there wasn't anything worth a shit before, there's really not going to be now for January. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Matt, what do you got going on? Somebody making you watch like Daffy Duck porn? What's happening?
Nah, not yet. But
Damn it.
reviews of films like The Long Walk, which was mentioned before. I'm on many other reviews, thanks to people out there. Episodes, TV shows, tier lists, rankings, commentaries, all sorts of stuff. Upload every day. For those who do follow, feel free. How about you, Mark?
I was trying to think of a really cool concept for something for the new year, first video of the new year, but I think based off someone's question that got asked, maybe I should do like a top 5 movies I'd like to see on physical or something like that.
Sure.
So that'll probably be the next thing.
Hell yeah, bulls. Well, until next time, gentlemen, just remember that everybody dies, but Friday nights of 2025 are also going to die. So,
True.
see you in 2026, bulls. But
A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at Dead Pit on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
there's so many hours of content. We've got reviews, we've got songs, we've got live streams, we've got exclusive streams, we've got non-exclusive streams, we've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, bulls, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.